Time now for Exact Science, brought to you by Humana, your partner in health.
Here in the Sports Medicine Department at Tennessee, one of our primary focuses is to help our athletes prevent injury and also to recover from the hard work that goes into playing their sport. However, in football, obviously injuries do happen, and we want to make sure that we're well equipped to take care of those injuries for our athletes. One of the unique things about being an athlete at the University of Tennessee is our great access to our physicians. We're lucky enough to have a fully operational doctor's office here adjacent to our training room. We also have our head team physician, Dr. Chris Klink, who has his office in the training room and is on site all day, every day to take care of our athletes. So if one of our athletes does get injured, one of the first places they may come would be into his exam room. So if we had an athlete that was suspected of having a broken bone, they may get an x-ray here on our x-ray unit. Or if we had someone who we thought possibly had a ligament tear or a muscle injury, they would possibly come in and Dr. Klink may use our diagnostic ultrasound. Over here, if our athletes came in and was having difficulty with chest pains or overexertion, we have the ability to do an EKG and test their heart, again here on site with Dr. Klink's supervision. All these things give our athletes immediate information from our physicians. This is a great benefit to us to get the answers that we need and get them moving back to the recovery process. During the early phase of recovery from an injury, one of the first things we have to do is limit pain and swelling. We use a number of different treatment modalities to help our athletes heal. Things such as ultrasound, cold compression, diathermy. These are all ways that our athletes can heal quicker to move on to the next phase of rehab where we start to build their strength back and help them return to functional activity. When our athletes are ready for the strengthening phase, they'll spend most of their time in our rehabilitation center. We've dedicated a lot of resources to have the best equipment available to help them recover from whatever injury they have. Things such as a treadmill that will unweight them using air pressure. We also have a number of ways to help them build strength and power, as well as retrain their balance if that's been affected. Our last room is our hydrotherapy room, where we have a number of different pools to help our athletes with both the rehab and recovery process. We have 2 plunge cold pools where our athletes will go after a hard workout or a hard practice to help the muscles in their legs recover. We've got a rehabilitation pool where they can do alternate conditioning, whether it's swimming or running through the water, which is a great resistance. And probably our most unique pools are our underwater treadmills. These treadmills give us a great deal of flexibility in the rehab process as we can customize them to any athlete's size or the speed needed to rehab them. They also have cameras underwater so that we can watch their mechanics as they run and correct any type of habit that they may have developed while they were injured. Along with all this equipment we've seen today, probably the most important resource we have here at Tennessee is our great physicians and our great athletic training staff. We want our student athletes and their parents to know that if they do get injured, we have the right people in place making the decisions and helping them to return to the football field as quickly and safely as possible.
Getting players back on the field after an injury is very, very important, and the Anderson Training Facility is the best in the country.
Well, it is, and we always talk about an elite program like Tennessee needs to be comprised by elite people, and Jason McVay is one of those elite people. He does a great job, and just from the overall communicative end of things, our players trust him. Dr. Klink, our entire medical staff, they do such a great job.
But you have to have the rehab facilities so the guys, when they get maybe a hamstring or an ankle, you can get them back as quick as you can, and you can do that here.
Well, it's having the tools to be able to provide that means, and we have that, and that's a commitment our administration has made. The Anderson Training Center is the best of the best, and our players get the best care and attention in the country.